jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Once again, you're tuned in to World Combat Sports. Salute everyone, and happy Friday, man. You already know what it is. Alexander's the first in the building. What's good with you? On deck with it. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in to the channel. Salute to all the supporters. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate to the channel, you can do so. You know what I'm saying? It's always welcome. You know. Today's topic, of course, IB on deck with it. Salute to you, IB. What's good with you, my brother? Today is talking about the lights. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the lights, and it's very interesting to me. I pay attention to the lights all the time. I just don't speak on it as much as I should, but I fuck with them. Real talk. So let me break this shit down like only I know how to. All right. We have a situation that played out. I call it a situation because Jesse James Rodriguez Franco, man, has basically jumped up on the scene. I'm talking about when you want to talk about making an appearance, that's when Bam comes into play. This guy's 22 years old, and he was able to step in and face Carlos Kudras, saying in place of Sor Rungvisai last year. Early this year, I believe. So he went in there and was able to face a veteran. I'm talking about a veteran who had over 40 professional fights, I believe. Carlos Kudras was no joke. Like he had the experience. And here you go, you have Bam Rodriguez coming in here, his 14-0, going for his 15th professional fight. And he's moving up for weight class. He's moving from fly to super fly. Come on, man. From fly to super fly. They gave this dude the opportunity, man, to step in for Rungvisai to face Kudras. He go in there and drops the man in the third round. And they end up going to win a decision. Now, the broader scope to this is Sor Rungvisai, okay? Multi-time world champion, all right? He's fought the big names. Bam Rodriguez has never faced the big names like Rungvisai. Real talk. Rungvisai's faced the Kudras, he's faced the big names, the Roman Gonzalez, he's faced the Juan Francisco Estradas. He has like 50 some professional fights plus. He's been there, done that. The wild part about Rungvisai is he caught COVID when he was supposed to go in there and fight Carlos Kudras. He caught COVID, so he was pulled out, and that's when Bam came up on the scene. And from what they saying, a star was born. Just like they gave Isaac Cruz his credit for fighting Tank, they say a star was born. Pretty much. Bam proved a lot against Kudras. Absolutely. He doesn't have manpower. The dude is only 22 years old. The little warrior. Bam is only 22. So he doesn't possess that um manpower, but what he does have, I like how he carried forward in the fight. He's all about the smoke. He's all about going in there and boxing. He's very entertaining to watch. And I like him, you know. I like seeing him fight. With Rungvisai, it goes into this scenario, this mystery, right? Juan Francisco Estrada was tagging along on the back end of the pound for pound list all the time. You know what I'm saying? Multi-division champion. And a lot of people like him. His fight with Roman Gonzalez, he had lost to Roman Gonzalez previously back, and it was a ways back, man, when they fought. You know, I think it was like 2012 or something like that. I'm not sure, but they had fought before, and Roman Gonzalez came out victorious. So that was a rematch for them stepping in there when they fought. So Juan Estrada won that fight with a little bit of controversy and defeated Roman Gonzalez. But look, check this out. He was already champion, the WBA. He was fighting for the WBC. So he unified the Superfly. And the man next in line was Rungvisai. They pull a quick one on him. Mauricio Suleiman inserts the franchise belt, separates him from facing any mandatories, which would have been Rungvisai, and it leaves Rungvisai like scratching his head like, damn, I fought this guy twice already. So pretty much, me and him would have been a trilogy, just like him facing Gonzalez. Chocolatito would have been a trilogy. This is a rubber match. Rungvisai won one. Estrada won one. So it would have been good to see them, but he didn't get the call. So it was his time to step in there against Carlos Kudras. He called COVID. Bam Rodriguez came into play. You know what I'm saying? Fought for the vacant. Bam Rodriguez moved up in weight from fly to super fly, got the job done. Now he steps in there with a 35-year-old Rungvisai. And Bam was talking his shit. He's saying, you know what, I don't think this is going to this, and I think I'll stop him. Now that's a tall order now. Real talk. Because look, I always have to say this about these fighters is talking about stopping people. You didn't stop Kudras, dog. You dropped him in the third. I keep this shit square A1, dog. You didn't drop Kudras with a finishing with a finisher. You didn't. So for you to say, okay, we seen just what happened. No Nonito Donaire. We seen the rematch between him and Monster. Listen, Bam Rodriguez is not Monster. Okay? So people looking at the age of Donaire going in there getting stopped the way he did. Well, hey, I just can't see Rodriguez breaking down Rungvisai and stopping him in this fight. I can't see it. Just me. Based off one fight at this super flyweight, I just don't see Bam Rodriguez being that guy just because we're talking about 35-year-old. I just don't see it. I'm not saying he don't have the pressure, but let's be honest, like he just don't have that power unless he's picked up something in between last time and this time. I mean, I don't see it happening with this. I don't see it happen. But the wild part about it is Rungvisai is 35, and they didn't allow him the opportunity to have a trilogy with Juan Francisco Estrada, right? But then you look at Gonzalez, they would rather pick Chocolatito, who Rungvisai is the only man to defeat Chocolatito twice. Chocolatito only has 3 losses in his whole career. 2/3 of those losses came at the hands of Rungvisai. They fought twice in 2017, bro. They fought March and September. March, he won a majority decision, Rungvisai. And then he stopped Chocolatito in the second one. How can you not accredit this man the opportunity to step in there and face Juan Estrada? How are they gonna say, no, we're gonna hold up, we're gonna give him the franchise belt, and we're gonna say, Chocolatito, we're gonna give you this opportunity, baby. And then, World Combat Sports, I gotta even, page it forward. How old is Chocolatito again? How old is Rungvisai? What is the favoritism here? I know this is about Bam Rodriguez and Rungvisai, right? But why is Rungvisai even in this position? Why is he in the position? Once again, Mauricio Suleiman inserts a belt into an equation where it benefits somebody. Because Chocolatito is 35, Rungvisai is 35. Both of them are old. Both of them are at a point right now that they fought Estrada twice. Why choose Chocolatito over Rungvisai? And Rungvisai has the better resume. In somebody's, certain people's opinion. When you talk about the heavy hitters, he definitely beat, Gonzalez. So why would Gonzalez get the nod over Rungvisai stepping in there to face Juan Estrada for the WBC title? I know it's fucked up. It's fucked up. We just don't know why. The boxing politics, bro. Let me get to this dang chat. Bam proved that he fought Estrada twice too. Yeah, he did. He fought Estrada twice. Yeah, he won the first one. He lost the second one. Absolutely right. He fought him in 2018, right? He fought him in 2018. He fought him in 2019. Absolutely right, brother. Rungvisai has experience for show and can punch. He can. I just don't know where Bam. I understand Bam's that young lion. He's salivating right now. He's feeling himself, and he should. He's 22. He's 22 years young, bro. Come on, man. He should be feeling himself, and he's the WBC world champion, and he moved up from fly to super fly to get this shit popping. You know what I'm saying? He should be feeling himself, but Rungvisai is a motherfucking vet, dog. He's a maverick up in that motherfucker. He stepped in there. Look, Rungvisai is a part of history, dog. He shocked the world. He won a majority decision over Chocolatito. First to give him an L, right? And people was like, "No, man, we got to run this back." So they ran it back in the same year, 2017. They ran the motherfucker back. Chocolatito get knocked out, stretched, knocked out. I still remember the day. I still remember the fight. September 27th. I still remember the motherfucking fight. I still remember Chocolatito being stretched out, bro. Looking at the lights. Boxing world was like going crazy. Like, oh my God, Chocolatito's done. Then he goes on. He wins some fights. He come back and fight Juan Estrada, who he's beaten already. And he looked fairly decent. I give him that credit. He looked fairly decent in that fight. Look, it was a really good competitive back and forth exchanges between the two. I like the energy. I like that they both went in there and put on the show. But Chocolatito lost. So therefore, he should be fighting. Look, Chocolatito should have been the one fighting goddamn Ban Rodriguez or Carlo Kudras or whatever the case. I mean, why did this franchise belt has to come into the equation for them to appease freaking Juan Estrada to fight Gonzalez again? Why, man? Why fuck up the damn shit? Like, that just goes to show you about boxing. You can do all you can and fight the guys. And when you get a certain age and they feel like, nah, this is not what the fans want to see, how can we manipulate it and influence and put that detour in there? They give him the franchise belt, vacates the WBC. Rungvisai and Carlos Kudra are supposed to fight. Rungvisai gets COVID. Then come Bam Rodriguez, Jesse James, moving up in weight, gets the dub. Now Rungvisai got to come back around and fight a guy that only had one fight in his division. You know what I'm saying? Only had one fight. Even though I once again, I'll check the box and say Bam is defending his title against a hitter. He ain't, he don't have a choice to take a soft touch. He's defending his title against a hitter. So it's a lot on the line for a 15-0 fighter with 10 knockouts. It's a lot on the line because if Bam doesn't defend his title successfully against the older Rungvisai, then he's gonna have to dibble and dabble around at the top because they still gonna show this man love because they appreciate that he stepped up to the plate, right? And people like him. People like Bam, right? They love saying Bam like they say Boots. Real talk. Oh, we like Bam. So they're gonna keep him around at the top, and then they're just gonna put him in some fights or whatever. I don't think he's going nowhere anytime soon. But this fight tomorrow night is definitely gonna be interesting. Right side on deck with it. What's good? What's good? That right side. Appreciate you pulling up, brother. This is a dangerous fight for Bam, but I think he outboxes Rungvisai. Man, look, it's everybody's engine is different, right? When it comes to this age, you get to in your 30s. Like I was competing on the big stage in my early 40s. Though it wasn't combat sports related, it was physical shit that you had to still put your body through, right? So I'm looking at the mid 30s for these cats, like Rungvisai, the mid 30s. And I'm saying to myself, for a new up and coming young lion like Bam, does he still have enough in the tank? Because Juan Francisco, he did get the win in 2019, but Rungvisai had 3 wins since then. The man only has 5 losses. You're talking about the person who has like 50 wins, 5 losses, and 43 of those is knockouts. So what I'm telling y'all is this dude got some knockout power. I think he still has enough to knock out or to hurt Jesse James. Seriously. Because just like Pacquiao, y'all, Rungvisai, his knockouts came early in his career. What I mean by that, I'm talking about in this particular scenario, his knockout losses came early in his career. Pacquiao was knocked out early in career. I ain't talking about Juan Manuel Marquez. I'm just talking about these older cats, right? His knockouts, 2 knockouts that he have out of his 5 losses came early in his career. Way early. Manny Pacquiao, I think he was knocked out in his 12th, I think his 11th or 12th fight, knocked out, slept. So with 43 knockouts for Rungvisai, and multi-time champion, I believe he still has more power than Bam Rodriguez. I do. At 35 years old, I truly believe he still has more power than Bam Rodriguez. Now, about his gas tank and everything, and his engine, you know what I'm saying? How the joints are, lubed or whatever, for him to go in there and be able to handle the pressure of a young Jesse James. We'll see how it plays out, man. People just like Right Side said, I think it was Right Side that just said that y'all shouldn't sleep on Rungvisai. It is a dangerous fight for them, Jesse James, man. It's a dangerous fight for this young cat. And he's got to go in there and be smart with that vet. 15 fights. Vice, a guy who has 50 wins, 5 losses, dog. You might want to you might want to understand something now. This dude has 43 KOs to Jesse James freaking 10. 43 KOs to Jesse James 10. Now I know there's an age difference, 13 years. Look, this dude has 43 knockouts, bro. What do they say? The power is the last thing to go. Well, guess what? We're gonna see tomorrow. We're gonna see how tough, Bam is with the vets. Because when it comes down to the last 2 of Roy what's his name? Rungvisai, you have to look at him stopping his last 2 opponents. Bam didn't do that. So now we have a boxer, and then we have, Rungvisai can box too. So I can't say boxer puncher. You know what I'm saying? I can't say boxer brawler. All I can tell you is Rungvisai stopped his last two opponents. Bam dropped his. Okay, he dropped him in the third, and he went on to win the decision. So when you put that together, Rungvisai has the ability to put a hurting on this dude. He has the ability to hurt him. I don't know if it's going to come in the first half of the fight or the second, but he has the ability to go in there and shut this young lion down. I don't know, we all understand, like, early in the fight, that's going to be Rungvisai's, in my opinion, that's going to be the strongest mano a mano that we can possibly see between them. Bam, Rungvisai, first 6 rounds, they're going to be their freshest, strongest, and we should see a firefight. Now, when it gets past the mid round, I couldn't tell you what's going to happen. When I saw him fighting Kudras, I just didn't think he had a second gear. I didn't think so. You know what I'm saying? And you want to talk about Rungvisai? He's been on this stage before. He definitely been on this stage. He has the experience. He's a multi-time champion. And if you want to ask me who I favor in the back end of this fight, I have to say Rungvisai, man, the vet. The vet. He has some miles on it. For real, he has some miles. But I'm looking at, he had a stoppage in 20 and he had a stoppage in 21. Now he coming in here against a guy who's defending his title for the first time in a brand new division that couldn't put his opponent away. And look, that opponent was old. You know what I'm saying? That opponent was old. Y'all hold on for a second. Yeah, I'm back, people. Um, Mr. Pass on deck. What's good with it? Salute to everyone in the building. Yeah, so my selection process, right? Because prediction is, people can go off easy predictions, on what they think they're gonna see, this, that, and the other. They can go off um, judging off their last opponents, their entire resume, how a fighter looked in their last fight. But then again, you have to the fighter that you're trying to predict, whether win or lose, you have to say to yourself, okay, if he won his last fight, who was his opponent? And was his opponent considered credible? There's just so many, just small layers and dimensions that people go through, little bullet points that they point out. The only thing we have to go with Rungvisai, I mean not Rungvisai, Bam, Jesse James, is the fact that he stepped up and he beat an older fighter. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't feel that what he was able to accomplish, like a lot of people that jumped on deck with with Bam Rodriguez. They jumped on deck and they was just like treat him like he was this new world order. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand one thing. Carlos Kudras was old. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Kudras, he has age on him too, like anybody else that's been in that game for quite some time, that has over 40 some professional fights. He's in his 30s too. He has tread on the tie. He's been stopped once in his career. You're talking about a 33-year-old fighter going in there against a 22-year-old fighter, and Jesse James couldn't get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He could not get Rodriguez up out of there. Now, you're gonna have people talking about, well, that don't mean nothing, styles make fights. Well, check this out then. Well, you're talking about a fighter who's coming off his last two fights and his stoppages. You know what I'm saying? One, Carlos Kudras, if you remember, he was coming off a loss. He had been, he had a layoff. He had a good little layoff before Estrada. Before stepping in there with Bam Rodriguez. He had a good little layoff, bro. I think he had fought in 2020, and he was stopped. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all about, how people just jump on the high heavens on a fighter, and he had a cool name, Jesse James, but yet they want to call him Bam. Bam Bam. Kudras was coming off a hiatus of his 11 round knockout to Warren Estrada, and then he stepped in there with Jesse James, and he went 12 rounds. So I don't really see this fight being a kill mode type of situation that he's gonna go in there with Rungvisai and just destroy this dude. I don't see it, man. I don't see it, because he just was in there. He was in there with the 33-year-old guy, and he couldn't stop him. So that's why I think it's gonna be a damn good boxing match. But people are just on, Rodriguez's freaking timeline right now with all this damn praise, because he moved up a division and he went the distance. He won, and they thought the fight was pretty entertaining. But Rungvisai is a different dude. This man has 40 some knockouts, y'all. Like I told you earlier, he's a different type of dude, bro. We have to respect that fact. He's a different type of guy. It's almost like professor. It is. It ain't almost. It is. Professor to student. This is like a professor to student. Rungvisai's been champion already. He's got the t-shirt. Come on, man. Jesse James is in for a real one tomorrow. I call bullshit if he goes in there and stop Rungvisai in 5 rounds. I call bullshit, period. I don't see him stopping Rungvisai like that. I don't see Rungvisai being degraded like that. A lot of people was looking at Roman Gonzalez when he stepped in there against Estrada, right? And they was like, well, If you remember September 2017, Chocolatito was stretched out. They were still taking that knockout, heading into this fight with Estrada as if Chocolatito just lost yesterday. And look, Chocolatito was the man. Like you talking about, Chocolatito was the shit, man. That's a Hall of Famer for sure. That's a Hall of Famer for real, for real. And they thought he had just got knocked out yesterday. I don't know, man. I don't know about his chin. What the fuck you talking about? The man only been knocked out once. What the fuck you talking about? You don't know with his chin. But I can tell you one thing, right? A man with 43 knockouts, right? I don't know about Bam's chin. Bam has not fully acclimated to the super flyweight division. I don't know what Bam's chin. This is a young, fresh fighter, 22 years young. I don't know about his chin. It's real talk, bro. I don't know about this dude's chin. Bam. So I personally think Bam wins a close decision. Let me take that down right quick. So we got some people in the chat thinking Bam's gonna win a close decision. That's a safe route, isn't it? You know, to say Bam Rodriguez gonna win a close decision, you know, because he is gonna give you that activity. I can see that, but he hasn't fully acclimated to the dang super fly. Real talk. I can tell you who has, and that's his opponent. I can tell you. Look, people gonna say, "Oh man, it's his time, man. Get a young hitter credit." I'm giving him credit, but I'm also an old school type of dude. I'm like, man, you know, 35 years old for some fighters, they're still able to come out victorious. You know, we just can't overlook the fact Donaire went the distance with Monster, the younger guy. I don't know what the fuck happened in the rematch. Somebody powered up on something, but I'm just saying, I don't see in this matchup 22-year-old Jesse James going in there just because he beat Carlos Kudras, another 30-year-old, and went the distance. He did drop him in the third. That he's gonna go ahead and destroy Rungvisai, bro. Because look, Rungvisai was mandatory. He was right on the cusp of going in there fighting Juan Estrada a third time, y'all. And they took it from him. They said, "Nah, we want to see Chocolatito." They fucked the man over. Nah, we're gonna give him that franchise, and you know, you're not gonna get the shot. You're gonna fight Carlos Kudras. And then all of a sudden, you know, COVID shows his face. Now he's fighting the guy who beat Kudras. Very hard to call though. I like Rungvisai a lot. I'm going with Rungvisai, man. I'm going with Rungvisai. Real talk. These cats can go up here with Jesse James because his name is cool. You know what I'm saying? His name is cool, and then his alias is even cooler. There's just something about these aliases that start with B. As long as it ain't bitch made, they rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Bam, Boots, Bigelow, Bomb Squad. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They love them aliases that start with B. Kudras got knocked out to Estrada the fight before Bam. I'm trying to tell you. So pass. You look at that. You look at that, right? You put that into consideration. The man was stopped. And he goes in. Look, he goes into a fight where he was supposed to fight Rungvisai off a knockout. Bam couldn't knock him out. Now, where's the chin? Where's the chin theory? Where's the chin theory? There's levels, right? There's levels. Estrada's on another level. That's why he's on the pound for pound list. There's levels, right? So I'm telling you all, I don't think Jesse James is on that level right now. Even though he beat Kudras, Kudras is coming off of what? And stepped in there, and Bam couldn't do what? So how are people coming here believing, we got Bam, I got Bam knocking him out, Bam, Bam, he gonna stop Rungvisai. Rungvisai 35 years old. I don't know, man. I can't check that box, people. I can't check that box. If y'all think Bam is gonna knock this dude out, okay, man. All right, like I told you before, Rungvisai's knockouts, he has 5 losses. His 2 knockouts to those 5 is early in his career, back to back. I'm telling you, bro. D-Ray Promotions on deck with it. Salute to you, D-Ray. What's good this morning? You betting with Rungvisai, OG? I usually don't bet on fighters that I don't rock heavy with. Like I'm just, talking to you, to you all the listeners. I'm not sure. Let me see if I want to really donate money to the IB Boxing Fund today, because I'm talking. I'm going with Rungvisai. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here donating just because my feeling is, yeah, Rungvisai is gonna show up and he's gonna show out. But then again, I say, he got a lot of tread on that motherfucker. Like 50 plus professional fights. That's a lot of tread on them motherfuckers, dog. He might have to turn some corners, IB. You know what happened when you try to turn some corners and you got bald tires? Hey, and it's raining, that sweat dripping off. You got that precipitation. The tires start to slide, dog. And Bam might land that shot at the right time. And shit, Rungvisai might be on the deck. I don't know, dog. The tire tread, man. Hey, it's different. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm trying to goddamn provide you a mid-year, donation, because this fight is kind of shaky to me. I don't consider Bam is having the knockout power, but I didn't say he couldn't beat him on points. Dude has. I like how he carried forward in the fight. I like how he carries forward. Seriously, I like how he carries forward, man. He has good energy, good punch output, man. But he's 22 years old. He couldn't stop Kudras, who's coming off a knockout before he stepped in the ring with him. I'm saying to myself, how can he step in here and do anything but outbox the older Rungvisai? That's it. I have to think about that, bro, because I don't want to donate to the IB Boxing Fund in 2022. You know what I'm saying? Donate for you to go out there and get some new J's and shit. I'm not out here just donate money just because a fight popped up. I don't know. I have to process that a little bit, brother. I give you 2 to 1, change your mind. 200 to your 100. Damn. I be goddamn making it tough. God damn. 2 to 1. See, I have to respect that, man, because most people wouldn't get no 2 to 1 shit. That's a little bit interesting right there, man. You know what I'm saying? 2 to 1. I feel like I'm being called out. Damn. I have to process, man. I have to be smart. I have to process me betting on a fight with the lights for the first time. I just haven't bet on the lights like this, man. You know what I'm saying? The super flies. This dude said I give you 2 to 1. That's good money too. That's good money. Damn. I have to see, man. Before I get off the live, I'll let you know what's popping there, IB. That's some real shit, man. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you putting those numbers up like that. But for me, man, I look forward to the fight, seriously. And let me also mention something else that's going on with this fight. Let's talk about a little bit of who's going to be contending on there. You got your boy Nikita Ababi. Nikita Ababi, man, I think the last time he fought was last year, man. He's coming back. White Chocolate. He's undefeated 11-0. He's going in there against No Larios Jr., 14-1. So he's returning back to the ring. Raymond Ford, look, Raymond Ford, they're this guy's not, in my opinion, this guy's not taking easy fights. They put Raymond Ford back on the damn clock when they can. You know what I'm saying? Raymond Ford is 11-0, and he's been in some freaking fights, man. Seriously. You know, he fought 3 times in 21, and then this would be his second fight in 22. He fought an 11-0 guy in Edward Vasquez in February of this year, dog. Aaron Perez had an undefeated record. You know, I mean, they putting him in there with some guys, bro. Seriously. And Raymond Ford is not the one to just hang out and he do park bench on the ropes a little bit too much for me. And that's when, them gloves start to damn touch him up a little bit. But he is no way, shape, or form one of those fighters that you can say, man, he's boring. I'd like to see Raymond Ford get in there and scrap, man. That dude go in there and scrap for real. He can box too. He's going in there against Richard Medina, another undefeated fighter, 13-0, y'all. 13-0. Give it up to Raymond Ford, 11-0-1. Beautiful Jessica McCaskill, man. Undisputed herself, 11-2, man. She's going in there against Alma Ibarra, 10-1, to defend her straps. That's going to be in the welterweight division, the women's welterweight division. Of course, I mentioned this fight. Jesse James Rodriguez Franco going in there against Rungvisai. Soy Rungvisai, you know what I'm saying? Jesse Rodriguez is 15-0, and Rungvisai is 50-5-1. Akhmad Dialiev, he's undefeated. You know what I'm saying? 10-0. He's going in there against Ronnie Rios, 33-3. I like this card that they're putting on. Real talk, Matchroom. I like this card. I'm gonna be tuned in for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be tuned in for sure to watch this fight. I'm curious to see how Nikita Bobby, he said he's been training real hard, doing his hiatus. He's forever trying to improve. So they kind of, slowed him down a little bit. Let's see how White Chocolate look. You know what I'm saying? We seen, White Magic. They was moving White Magic real fast, and then he ended up catching that L, and they slowed him down a little bit. Nico Ali, he didn't take a L, but he was running into some rough waters. Changed trainers, and he's looking good. He's looking stellar. Raymond Ford, I mean, he's in their full speed right now, man. He's in some tough fights. Let's see how he fares against Richard Medina. But one thing I can say, like I say about Jesse James, Raymond Ford, these guys going here throwing hands, man. Different divisions. They still in the lighter divisions though. Raymond is 126, and Jesse James is at 115, man. So that's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting, people. No, it's no doubt. It's no IB. I mean, it's no doubt IB, man. I'm just trying to make sure I ain't trying to donate and goddamn have you up in there sipping on some real good limited edition shit this weekend at my expense. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to go get the goddamn, hey, yeah, give me that bottle up there in the glass. Yeah. I'm sipping on some premier shit this time, courtesy of WCS. Okay? Yeah, no doubt. Take this home and sip on that. Feel good, get some free shit. Damn, let me see. Thai fighter. I've been over to Thailand before. Let me see. Should I take this fight? Should I take this fight in favor of Rungvisai? Should I take this fight. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it, man. 2-1, bro. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go Rungvisai, dog. I'm gonna go Rungvisai. Real talk. I'm gonna go Rungvisai. God damn it. Damn, it's just that burning sensation you get. You know what I'm saying? When you eat some spicy food, it's like, you know, that burning sensation I had when I was over in Thailand, probably eating some German Shepherd and Labrador Retriever, and didn't know it, but the shit was good. Let me see. Wrong for size. He gonna step up to the plate. Blah blah blah. You know, coming off COVID. Come on, I'm going for run for side, man. I'm good. I'm good. We locked. We locked, man. We good. Real talk. We good. I respect, IB's bet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they wouldn't even do that shit right off the rip. But I respect it. So we locked in for that shit. We locked in, bro. We locked in for real. We locked in, man. So me and IB, we have a little SB going on. A side bet. 2-1. I'm betting 100 on Rungvisai that he defeats and put Bam Rodriguez back in the flyweight division. You know what I'm saying? Send him to another fight. Maybe they'll give him goddamn Chocolate Tito or something. I don't know. Maybe that they might reconsider they should run that trilogy. They need to run that fade for the trilogy with Rungvisai and goddamn Juan Estrada instead of putting Chocolate Tito in there. Give Bam Chocolate Tito. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they might switch that shit up, bro. Real talk. Wright said he got to stop him. Damn. He has to look, he has the ability to stop him. He has 43 KOs, man. He has the ability to stop this dude, Rodriguez. But once again, I don't know his chin, man. I don't know how his chin is gonna fare in the super fly. Because like I said before, man, Kujis is coming off a knockout from Estrada and he couldn't put him away. Just because he dropped him, okay. He was just stopped his last fight. But Jesse James couldn't put him away, dog. So just like Right Side said, we have a potential of this going the distance. Real talk. We have a potential of this shit going the distance. I just need it right now. If you listen, Rungvisai, I need for you to really put that work in, dog. Because I'm trying to get some premium black label shit off the goddamn glass. I'm trying to go in that motherfucker. Yeah, I want that shit right there. I've been eyeing that motherfucking bottle right there. Yeah, the one behind the glass with the combination on it. Yeah, I want that shit right there. How much is it? 130? Okay, cool. We got it. We good. We good. And then I have to take a picture of it, screenshot it, put it on a thumbnail and say, hey, thank you very much, courtesy of IB who I be. Now I'm gonna stop talking shit, dog, because I am absolutely unsure of the circumstances. That's real talk, y'all. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with this fight. Oh, we definitely link up with that. I love money too. Real talk. We love money. Real talk. I do too. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be something to look forward to. Let me. It's something else. What do y'all think about the rumor mill that's look, it seemed like it has authentication now. The rumor mill that's out here about Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor too, y'all. I don't know. Look, listen to me, fellas. I don't have any idea where boxing is. Like when boxing is levitating, you want to look at it, you say, oh man, that shit's levitating. It's looking good for boxing right now. And then you see an all-time great, like one of the ATGs fighting Conor McGregor, and it's definitely not going to be something he put on his record. Or, better yet, Floyd Mayweather is a genius at selecting opponents. He might put this on his record. I don't know. I hope not, because Conor is still an active fighter as a mixed martial artist in the UFC. But we all know he hasn't fared well. He lost twice to Dustin Poirier. All right. So he look, he's making millions now. He has the proper 12 whiskey. And I believe, if you went into his house, there's bottles laying around because he's been getting high off his own supply. I'm telling you, Conor has not been the same person since he won that. Since he won the favor to step in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. At that point in time, he's a two-division champion. So he won the lottery, stepped in there with Floyd, made millions, got the proper 12 endorsement, came back to the UFC, and got submitted by Khabib Nurmagomedov. But it took him so much to get back to the dang cage because he has so much money. Like, it's almost like his dedication was now lost. That shit was drained because he was bathing in damn millions now. To hear Mayweather and McGregor too, oh my God. So here we go. We got Mayweather going over to Japan. He's gonna fight another mixed martial artist. Okay, get that over with. That's gonna be an exhibition. And then him and Conor McGregor is gonna be an exhibition. So Floyd Mayweather is facing facing fighters for exhibitions now. What do y'all think about this fight? Are y'all gonna pay for it if it's on PPV? Damn, he up here talking about he been trying to get some of my money for a while, man. That seems like extortion just happened. That seems like, now I'm getting extorted. Shit. I got set up. I got set up with the okie doke with the 2-for-1 special. And you know damn well you're supposed to be smart with the 2-for-1 special, dog. We got these Gucci shades. It's 2-for-1, bro. It's 2-for-1. But are they real? Yeah, it's real. It's real. No doubt. No doubt. We got 2-for-1 real Gucci shades for you. You need them? Come on, man. Go ahead and purchase. Get back home. Them motherfuckers falling apart. Goddamn fell for the okie doke. 2-for-1 special. Damn. Will y'all support that fight with Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor? I'm just saying. And what y'all think about Jarrell Miller, man? Jarrell Miller checked in at 340 some pounds, y'all. Once again, I repeat. Jarrell Miller checked in. This is coming off his suspension for popping for multiple banned substance, right? And I have a picture on Facebook though. I have a picture of a side by side of him when he was on the juice and what he looked like off the juice. And he's been on suspension pretty much, and he came back and won a decision. It wasn't something that you wanted to put in your archive. You were shaking your head like, oh my God, pour me another one. But he looked fat. Like, Jarrell's a big dude. And I think, like I was trying to tell people, I think Miller was on the juice because he was at the table. You know what I'm saying? He was at the table a lot. He really couldn't control himself with eating. He liked eating. So what that did, that allowed him to go to the gym and keep that weight down a little bit. And he was fucking off his diet and nutrition. You know how heavyweights do. Heavyweights, they don't move around a lot like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not on the road pushing that pavement, dropping weight. Miller can make a case for mental illness and how boxing is therapeutic. Something, man. He looked bad. 341, bro. He weighed in 340s, if I'm correct. 340s, bro. 340 some pounds. If you look back, I think when he fought Lucas Brown, Miller was 300 plus pounds then. He was in the low 300s, man. He was in the low 300s. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I don't know how he's gonna fare against these heavyweights, for real. I don't know. I want to talk about Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk, but I'm gonna let that shit slide because I think Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev is much better because having seen him fight right through the lens up close and personal and shit, right? He is a strong dude. He is a different type of animal. But as I say that about Beterbiev, I say that shit about Bivol too. Bivol is strong, man. Did y'all look at the physique of Bivol? I seen the physique up close of Beterbiev, but have you seen the physique of Bivol? Come on, man. Like we're talking about puncher boxer, puncher boxer. The power that Beterbiev possesses is real. Is absolutely real. Bivol, in a sense, he has power, but it can come in bunches. It can give you that nagging power. It can give you that degrading power, because with his punch output, he can break his fighter down over time. Now, of course, I got to keep it all way a thou wow when it comes down to do I believe he's going to be able to stop a dude like Beterbiev? Well, we seen Beterbiev on the canvas before, right? But also we seen Canelo Alvarez, who's a much lighter fighter from a lower weight class, coming in and go 12 rounds with Bivol. Then you have to factor in the equation. How are we going to assess and link up the durability of the triangle theory? People will say that Beterbiev versus Canelo Alvarez, he stops him. There are people saying Beterbiev stops Canelo because of the style, right? But yet, Bivol, he never really hurt Beterbiev. I mean, he really never hurt Canelo. And he ain't no going the distance with him. But different type of styles, Bivol going in there against Beterbiev and being able to put his punches together, being a lot more active, man, it's really going to be interesting because he was a very smart fighter with not, getting close and staying a long time on the inside with Canelo to overextend his engagement. Like when he did come through the front door and land his punches on Canelo up against the ropes, it was effective. Canelo couldn't do shit except be defensively minded. I've seen Joe Smith attempt to get off on Beterbiev, but I've seen it in a way like it was just a barrage of punches. Like, he really wasn't trying to hit the target. He was trying to look busy. He wasn't sure that he could stay in there and have any effect on Beterbiev. He just wanted to stay in close and make it look like, okay, let me go ahead and bang out. I don't think I got the power to do anything to this guy. I felt it already, but let me make it interesting for the fans. And then, inside the exchange between Smith and Beterbiev, Smith got the bad end of it. But the crazy part about boxing is that you get a puncher. I mean, you get a boxer like Bivol that's smart. He's proven he's smart. He can pretty much negate that power of Beterbiev because he has pretty decent cardio and he's a damn good boxer. I think Bivol can beat Beterbiev. We're talking about the guy who's 18-0, 18 knockouts. I think the better boxer in this case can beat Beterbiev. So I'm going with Beterbiev, man. I mean, not Beterbiev. I'm going with Bivol. I think Bivol can beat Beterbiev with his boxing. If he don't allow himself to get in trouble, just like Devin Haney went in there with Kambosos, it's the same scenario. I believe Bivol can outbox Beterbiev, who, in my opinion, has more power than Bivol. Shout out to my guy Showtime Shot News on deck. What's good with it? Salute the WCS in the chat. Yeah, big baby looks sloppy. Yeah, he was big, man. That stomach, god damn, bro. He reminded me of the brother in Japan I used to see all the time. One of the only black sumo wrestlers that was over there at that time. He reminded me of him. He was a cool brother. You know what I'm saying? But he put on all this weight over there in Japan to be a sumo wrestler. And they really embraced him too. But anyway, I didn't expect the stoppage that early. I don't know, man. It was just something about that, bro. Like Joe Smith, they banged it out one time during the fight, and they was going hand for hand, man, hand for hand. I just didn't see like. I guess Smith was thinking, okay, I know I can land one punch. I know I can land something. I know I can. I know I can. But I don't know, man. Beterbiev just has too much power. With Bivol, he has the range and he has the speed to give Beterbiev problems, right? But Beterbiev, he has the brute. You know what I'm saying? He has the brute, the power. In my opinion, if he's able to land a shot early on Beterbiev, I'm curious to know what the results are going to be because he has legitimate bona fide power. He is a different type of breed of dude. So the only way Bivol is going to come out on top is he be smart about it, the same way he was against Canelo, pick and choose when he wants to let his hands go, and make sure he stands the fuck out the way once Beterbiev return fire on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Look, the reason why he was able to have such an easy moment with Canelo up against the ropes, because Canelo was sitting over there trying to show that he had defense, and he turned into David Copperfield and shit. Oh yeah, I'm defensive. I'm loose. Look at this shit. I'm slick. But like I said about Pernell Whitaker, sometimes he used to elude all those punches, but you don't give anything back in return. You got to come back with some offense, man. You just slipped 5-6 punches, but you didn't throw one punch. Big Baby got a point deduction for a low blow too. Man, hey, he was tired. He meant for that to be a body shot, but he was tired. I bet them gloves was goddamn like 100-pound dumbbells on the end of his wrist. For real. I bet them dumbbells, I mean, shit. He was like, God damn. Are these motherfucking what? What are these? 60 ounces? What's going on with these motherfuckers? They heavier than the motherfucker. No, Jarrell, they're the same ounce gloves that you fought with previously before you popped for 20 different pads, okay? Stop playing. Man, that's all I got today. I got some business to take care of. It's Friday too. I'll definitely be back on a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all, that pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Showtime, a guy. Y'all make sure you're checking out, the UGK media. Man, check my guy out. Sub to his channel. Shout out to IB. We locked in that bet, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, pulling up. Right side in the building. D-Ray Promotions in the building. What's good? Mr. Pads. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Alexander was on deck. Yeah, you know what it is, man. Y'all continue to support the channel. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. I'm out.